Hey everybody, today I will do another quick video and we will continue on vectors, which is the same playlist of multivariable calculus. So today we'll do another example and we'll start with addition of vectors. So we do addition of vectors. Right? So addition of vectors, right? So addition of vectors states the following. So it states that if vector a1 comma a2 so comma a2 plus vector b1 comma b2, right? With that being said, this can be expressed as follows. It can be expressed as one vector, just one vector, one vector like this, and this vector is going to contain a1 plus b1, and then comma separated in this piece, right? And there will be added another unit a2 plus b2, right? As you can see that this vector is like adding x and y in the same, in two different points. Like for example, this is point A, A1, A2, and B1, B2, right? So, but then when I add those, I add A1, B1, comma, A2, B2, right? Okay, so in this case, what happened is you kind of extending one vector from one tail to another. For example, you can actually view this as the following, like this. If I can actually maybe do a little Cartesian plane like this. Oops. So like this. This is not right at all. Very bad. Okay, so if I do something like this, right? And then this is of course y. This is y, this is x, right? And this is x, right? And then I want to add two vectors. One that goes like this, right? Then I change the color and I keep on going from that, and it's tending that vector to there. See? Now you got two vectors, right? So I got a one. This can be labeled as what? This can be labeled as A1, A2, And this can be labeled as B1, B2. See that? Okay. So with that being said, let's do an example, right? Let's do an example real quick. So, right. Okay, so let's do an example. The example is the following. The example says that let A equal minus 1, 3, and B equals equal vector 4, 3, right? So, and then that is part A of the problem. Actually, that is the problem given, right? But it says the following. It says that it says fine, right? In part A, let me just change the color. This part 8. I'll show you this. So part 8 said find A plus B, right? A plus B, right? Comma 3 over 2 B right, and 2A plus 3B, right? So they want us to find those in part A, and in part B, on part B, they want to sketch. They want us to sketch. It says sketch the position vector for A, comma, B, comma, actually this is a sketch the position vector for A, V, comma, AB, comma, A plus B, N minus 3, 2B, right? So they want to sketch that, right? They want us to sketch and also find this. So technically this is fine, right? So they want here to find in part A they want us to find, right? Okay, on part B they want us to sketch, right? So let's get started. Okay, so let's do part A first. So part A said we have to find, right? We have to find A plus B first. So A plus B equal to what? Equal to, we say that A, let me just do it step by step. All right, so A equal to vector minus what? Minus 1, 3. B equal to vector 4, 2. Right? And they wanted to find us two, right? So when you go, how are we going to do it? Well, remember, this is A1, B1, A2, B2, right? So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to add those like this, right? So I'm going to write another vector. And inside this vector, I'm going to add 1, -1, plus what? Plus 4. Put a comma on it, right? And then I'm going to add 3 plus 2. And I'm going to close that, right? So this is equal to what? This is equal to the following is equal to plus 3, comma 5. And that is the vector for that. That is A plus B, right? Now let's do the part that says let's do -3, 2, B, which is equal to, remember here I'm doing a little multiplication. Yes, you can see right here. See this B right here is multiplying that 3/2. That -3/2 right there. So I'm going to say 3/2. I'm going to create another vector, which is V. What is V? Well, V in this case is 4, 2, right? So when we do that, we put 4, 2, and we close the vector. Then that becomes what? That technically becomes that multiplying this. So then what I'm going to do is the following, right? So here I write the vector, put that 1/2, I'm sorry, the 3/2, negative 3/2 right here. Inside, I put the little parenthesis, and I put the first one, the first term, which is 4. 4, I would like to change the color as I do this. That would be nice. That way you can see it better. That will be 4, right? Then I do the same thing, but with the other term, right? So in this case, I do minus 3/2, and then I do change the color, and I do 2, right? Because that is equal to 2. And just go ahead and close this parenthesis and close that vector, right? Yes, close that, right? When I do that, then this becomes what? That becomes what? Becomes, this is going to be equal to, this cancel with one of the, with this one cancel by 1, and that cancel by 2, and that is equal to what? Negative, write a vector. If I cancel this, remember, if I cancel that by 1, cancel that by 2, this is equal to negative 6, right? Comma, this cancel by 1, and that cancel with, oops, I did not mean to do that. That cancel by 1. Okay, so then that 1 times negative 3 is equal to nothing but negative 3. And that will be the vector for that. Yep, that is exactly what it is, right? So this is, and I'm sorry because this doesn't look like this. It's kind of, that look better. Okay, so that's the vector for that, right? Now let's do the next part of it. And the next part says that we have to, oops, okay, so the next part says that we have to find we have to find 2a plus 3b, right? That is still part of part A. So in this case, what we do 3, we write a vector, sorry, we write 2, write a vector on it. Then inside the parentheses, we have to put whatever the values are for that vector, correct? So we put negative 1, comma, 3, close that, right? And then we do plus 3, and then do a vector, and then do 4, comma, 2, close that, right? So I have a couple things going here. Say I have an addition in the middle, which is going to be an addition. I have to add it to a vector, but I have a multiplication including those. that 3 is multiplying this 4 and the 2, and this 2 is multiplying the negative 1 and that 3, right? Okay, so let's get it done. Okay, so let's get it done. So okay, so in this case, what is going to happen is we actually multiply that, right, across, and we get what? We get negative, we get vector, we get negative 2, comma, 6, oops, if I, right, so negative 2, comma, 6, close the vector, plus the vector, right, that is going to be, that 3 times 4 is 12, comma, 3 times 2 is 6, and we close the vector, right? When we close the vector, we add those two, right? So remember the this is A and this is B. So A1 plus B1, right? So it's going to be what? It's going to be negative, well, negative and a positive, that will be, I will be subtracting 2. So that's going to be 10. It's going to be 10, right? And then I am going to add this and this, which is going to be what? It's going to be comma, is going to be 6 plus 6 is going to be 12. Right? And I hope that is the answer. And exactly that's what it is, the answer. All right, so as we say, this is the last part of what we do, which is, that is 2a plus 3b, right? So, okay, now the last step that they want us to do is to sketch. Right? So they want us to sketch that, and that is going to be more challenging. All right, so let's sketch it. Let's see if we can do the best we can, because this is not easy to sketch in this. So try to do it right here. Actually, this is not right. Doesn't look too good. Okay, so let's do like that. Right, so this is going to kind of just give me an idea, right? Not gonna be perfect. Just give me an idea to sketch it, right? Okay, so let's start with actually, did we do a plus b? Let's see. Yes, a plus b, yep, is 5 comma 3 comma 5. So A plus B is 5, comma, let me do that with purple because I don't know, maybe this light blue, probably. Okay, so let's start at 0, or A plus B. Go like from 0. Right? And that will be 3, comma 5. Right? Then let's do vector vector B, right? So vector B, we say that vector B was just, I think I had it right here. Okay, so yeah, so this was vector B. So vector B, actually I can do it with, probably red will do it. Vector V is going from here no, this one. So vector V goes from here, from the origin, it goes just below. Like that, right? So we say that this right here was what was A plus B. And this here is just B. Right? So this here is just B. And this is 4, comma 2. All right. Actually, this should be a little more stiff, but it's kind of hard to do it like this. So, I mean, you get an idea. Okay, from this, I need to extend some, I need to do another vector, and the next one that we need to sketch is A, right? So A, probably need to do it in blue again. So A, if I start from here, right, like that, which is kind of difficult to do that part, but like that, right? And this is actually A. This is A, which is negative 1, comma 3. Right? And this is A. This is A. Right? This is A. And here I need to do 3 has B, and I'm going to do the vector that goes down here, right? So I need to kind of come from here, and I need to do like a 3/2 down like this. Let me just do it in red. So like that. And that will be negative 3/2 b, right? So which at this point, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, this is almost saying that when you get here, if you keep going with this arrow, you will be almost at point. Well, here you can actually do 1, 2, 3, 4, and where this arrow is will be 1, 2, 3 down, right? So it will be 1, 2, 3 approximately. So it's going to be what? It's going to be approximately at this point 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop an arrow, something like that, and you drop the dotted lines, and then you go 1, 2, 3, like that, right? So technically, this point we can say that this point where the arrow is, we can say that point is negative 4, comma 3, comma negative 3, right? So, yep, can approximate that, right? So, so yes, guys, that has been the video for today, and I hope you learned something in this video. If you did, just please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. And remember, we learn something every day in this channel because Jesus is good with us. He is awesome. He is the one that gives us the knowledge to understand a little bit, just a tiny bit, every single day. Thank you for watching.